We like smoking.
And I do mean that.
You cute.
Literally.
Y'all got life
Make it make
insurance?
sense.
You
Those
want life insurance?
were the days. Welcome, ladies and gents, to another episode of Somebody's Auntie. We are not your mama's sister, but your
This good Natalie every time.
not your mom. It's a tongue twister. Not your mama's sister, but your auntie with the T. God. All right, got it. What's up, y'all? Natalie, A-list Nat, Natalie K. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. What's good, Keysha?
What's up? It's your girl Keysha E.
Welcome back. How you been? What's good? What's new?
Nothing much. I have been traveling a lot, so I've been gone almost every day for the past 30 days. So
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I just been a bit tired, but I worked out today for the first time in almost a month.
That feels good. That first workout back feels amazing, doesn't it?
Or
are you sore right now?
I'm not sore right now. I'll probably be tomorrow. Did I stretch? I did not stretch. Did I? I don't think I did afterwards.
What'd you do? Because I know a lot of people, I've seen your post, and a lot of times you'll post pictures and you'll have the abs popping, and then sometimes you won't have the abs popping.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you saying before, like, it just depends on what you eat. It really matters on what you eat. But
Yeah.
you can get them back like that, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, it comes. I think for a lot of people, it kind of comes and goes. Like even I was looking at, what's her name? She's a fitness trainer, a personal trainer, and she was saying how like some days she has abs, some days she don't. Like it really diet, like being bloated, certain foods. I saw a nutritionist and they were telling me that.
Oh, you got money, a nutritionist? Oh,
I
she
said
got
a
money.
list too, actually, nutritionist. And she was telling me that certain foods are gosh, why is the word escaping me? Certain foods are inflammatory foods. And it's a lot. Like, I want to say oranges. Like, it was like all types of stuff that I eat where it would
Bloat.
then cause, it would cause your stomach to bloat. So, but I lose my abs fast and I gain them back fast, depending on, so I hadn't worked out in a month. Oh,
Yeah.
them birthday pictures, that ain't how I look right now.
So it's funny because people often want to know when it does work for you, what do you do? What did you do today? Like, what would you tell people out there listening? Like, this is how I get my abs. Because we all want abs, I feel like. I do.
I mean, it's mainly what you eat. So it's like cutting out dairy, cutting out sweets and sugars and pops. And
Yeah, that's one
all that
fat.
kind of thing. Like, I really try to eat super clean. I have a meal prep. I have a meal plan from my old trainer. So I try to eat super clean because the moment I don't, it's a wrap. And then almost every exercise that you do, you should be incorporating your abs. But then I also specifically do ab exercises. So I do the G-Train Fitness, which is a beast.
I heard about that. I have a lot of friends who do that.
Yeah, so that gets me all the way together.
All I heard you just say right now is discipline, which I have none of because I'm going to Baskin Robbins after I leave this. So after we leave here. So you mean to tell me if I offered you your favorite ice cream, which is Superman ice cream, ladies and gentlemen, you wouldn't take it? Like if I said, hey, let's do ice cream after this.
Even had Superman the last few times I've been home.
Whoa. That's because you can't find it here.
No, they don't have it here. But yeah, no, that was my weakness. It took a long time for me to cut out ice cream. Now, I used to eat ice cream every
Which is
single
crazy
day.
because I heard ice cream is one of the worst. Like,
Yeah, it's dairy, it's sweets, it's
Yeah.
sugar. I mean, they have dairy-free ice creams. Like, I like So Delicious, but they only got like 2 flavors I actually like.
They actually taste good?
It is good. The cashew, salted cashew.
You lost me with cashew. God.
No, it tastes good though. It really tastes
Salted
good.
cashew.
Something.
That reminds me of like
caramel.
butter pecan or something. Does it taste like that?
No, I tried the butter pecan. I didn't like it because you could tell what they're trying to substitute for the dairy. It was just too. It made it too.
Okay, you could taste the
It
difference.
was weird. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't like it. But
Well, you've been traveling. Chevy's been traveling. I've been traveling. Everybody's been MIA, but that's why Chevy's not here today. She's traveling, but she should be here for our next episode. So, okay, so you've been traveling. Cool. What's the most favorite place you've been lately? I commend you, by the way, because I do not like flying, and every time I look at your Instagram, I'm like, he should go on again. How do you do it?
and I just get on the plane and go to sleep.
But how does it shake and the baby's crying? How does that not like?
The baby's crying makes me want to. First of all, somebody needs to come out with an adults only airline. I feel like at this point in life, it's 2022. Come on now, what are we doing? What are we doing? We got adults only resorts. You know what I
Kids
mean? We got the
crying?
hotels. They
bother you
6
that much?
crying babies on this plane, and one of them was only crying because the other kids was crying. You ain't even got nothing to cry about,
That happens.
and you gonna let your child be a follower? When I tell you these babies, and then it was the babies I start to have a little bit of patience for. The 3 and 4 year olds just cutting up, and you ain't got no control, and you like begging and pleading with your child to act right. Switch seats with me, lady.
Yeah, no.
Let me sit there for a minute.
And they be kicking your seat and stuff and throwing food. You know what you need? I didn't even know this existed a couple days ago. You need that those noise canceling AirPods.
I don't think it's gonna work for me.
Somebody
suggested.
said-
I think Kev suggested that for me, and I was just like,
No.
it's a lot. But Yeah, flying, to me, riding in a car is, I mean, there's more car accidents than there are plane crashes.
What about train travel? Would you take a train?
Absolutely not. Well, I took a train in Europe, and that's the only place I'd probably ever take a train.
I heard the trains over there are way different than out here. See, I'd rather hop on a train. You can read, you can write, you can walk, you can shower, you can sleep.
I'm not showering on a train.
Train travel is amazing. I keep trying to convince everybody. Go to my Instagram, y'all. Look at my
not
posts.
If it has to
train
be something like Natalie be taking a train for like 54 hours. It's no way in the world I'm doing that now. And when I was in Europe, I took a train from London to Paris because I think it was like 2 hours, and then I took a train from Venice to Munich, I want to say it was. And when we first booked the trip, we were going to just do a straight Euro pass and take the train everywhere we went. And I was like, oh, that would be cool because it's like stuff to see, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just an easy way of getting around. But in the U.S.,
So you wouldn't do that from here to Detroit or here to, I mean.
Hell, what?
Because you can still see scenic. No?
What am I trying to see? I want to see Nebraska. You can just relax. You know the states that you're going through from here? I don't want to. 54 hours, Natalie. I could have been at the crib, beautiful hours. Got my hair done, went to sleep.
I get it.
My family.
I'm trying to convince all my friends to take a train. Every time I go to Detroit, most of the time, not every time, if I don't have anything planned and I have the time, I'm booking a train.
I never had that type of time on my hands.
You're missing out.
Spend 54 hours.
I think you should add it to the bucket list. So shout out to Amtrak.
That's 108 hours round trip. Ain't no way.
It is a long time. I typically only try to do it like once a year. But you would do it from here to like San Diego. You would do it close. You just wouldn't do it for like distance.
Maybe. It's a train that goes from here to Napa, and I think you have dinner on or whatever. I might do something like that. But
that sounds fun. Well, miss me with the train. No. Miss me with the airplane and crying babies and being stuck in the air. We could be crying babies on a train, and now you crying with a baby for 54 hours. But let me say, I'm in a train in my own room. Let me keep that in mind. It's not like a coach seating. I'm like in my own room. I'm sleeping in. I'm a convincer.
And I'm a germaphobe, so I don't want to sleep on a train. It's like. You're not gonna get me. I'm
gonna convince you eventually.
You're never gonna get me.
All right. What should we talk about today? Shall we talk? What should we talk about?
Okay. I thought we were doing this thing. The thing.
No, we are. That was just like a.
Oh, we were gonna act like we didn't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, because there's so many things we could talk about. I know what we're talking about, but there's so many things we could talk about if we didn't know what we were talking about. That didn't make much sense. So let's talk about if you had $10, right? You ever seen those like build a man memes or build a spouse, build a person, whatever? These days you got to be politically correct, but building your ideal person. Have you seen those? Mm-hmm. So let's say I wish we had like a thing we can kind of put it up. Let's say we had $10 and you had to build the perfect person for you to spend the rest of your life with. How would you spend that $10? We're talking about $3 for good looks, like handsome, beautiful, strap, whoever that is for you. A lot of people say Michael B. Jordan. I don't. But let's say $3 for good looks. Mm-hmm. I hope you can remember this. You might have to write this down. $2 for funny. Sense of humor, make me laugh, crack me up.
Dang, I'm out of money. Okay.
And intrigue me, like, okay.
Wait, good looks funny was $3 or $2?
Funny was $2. So good looks, okay. Good looks was $3. Funny was $2. Mm-hmm. $4. Great sex. And why great sex
gotta be so expensive? Sex is low key cheap these days. Why I gotta be so expensive on this?
$4 is the highest because I feel like that's what most people would pick. But I want to see where y'all minds are. Let's see what y'all pick. All great sex includes, money, size or whatever men could, whatever.
What can I get for $1?
$1, well dressed, nicely dressed. I'm trying to figure out where should we put intelligence? Like a smart man, like.
I feel like that should be expensive a bit.
So let's put that at $3. This is number 1 for me. Let's see where you rank it. $3, tall. Tall for me, I don't know, 6 feet. I need
a payday loan.
Yeah. You need a couple more dollars. And then $1? What? $2 rich. So he coming with money. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about money. He's financially stable. So we got good looks, funny, great sex, well endowed. How about $1 has a great job?
Well, wouldn't that fall under like rich?
No, because he could be rich in other ways. He could be rich by just, financially I guess
you
it
said
could.
riches financially. So
yeah,
I
guess it could. Okay. And then tall, smart, rich, well dressed. Boom. How are you building this person? You only have $10, and don't be surprised if I change it later to if you only have $5.
No, you gave me $10.
No, right now you got 10. Let's go ahead and build him and see. Because you know why I'm bringing this up? Because a lot of people say like the perfect man doesn't exist. You've told me, my best friends told me, my sister has told me. They'll say this man that you want, Natalie, does not exist, and I do not agree with that. So I bring this up because if we could build that perfect person, what would that look like?
Well, you only giving us $10. You're definitely not gonna get this perfect person.
I mean, I'm gonna get pretty close. So where are you? Where are you ranking right now? What's the most important to you on this list?
I feel like this. So let's go through process of elimination for me.
Okay.
Intelligence. I'm smart enough for both of us.
Wait. No, you gotta have somebody. I mean, this is your list, but you want somebody smart. You don't want to.
You want somebody smart.
Wait, what about you? So you would date a dude. Let's say he had all your stuff. You would date a Cole Brown from Martin.
No, that's beyond.
That's what I'm saying. No, he got it. No, that's what I mean. Somebody like that is just like, wait, what? You don't want to be smart for both.
But
if
he's funny, then possibly.
So it's okay if he's funny, but he don't.
I mean, at this age, it's like okay. Also, let's say if he's rich, then you don't really need to be intelligent.
Okay.
I'm sure you know your ABCs. Like,
okay, so you're off the bat getting rid of.
So let's start. Okay, let's start. You got to be funny. So that's $2.
Okay.
Right.
I need a pen and paper.
You don't have to be rich. I'm not the girl that's like into, because you can still make a decent wage. You can still live a good life without being rich. Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you got rid of rich and what else?
I got rid of rich. That's the only one I got rid of so far.
What's the first
intelligence
one
is still funny is a non-negotiable. So we got $2 with the funny.
All right, $2. I should have made that more. Okay. What else? I'm taking notes here. This is hard.
Great sex. But here's the thing. I feel like when you really like a person, when you're really in love with a person, the sex is going to be great. It's hard for it to not. I mean, unless it's just, he just doesn't have a penis at all.
Well, here's the thing. Does size matter?
Yes and no. I mean, size matters to me, like, in a sense that you have to have something.
But doesn't every man have something, right? Every man has at least something.
You can't have 2 inches. That's not going to work.
That doesn't exist, I don't think.
Why don't that exist?
I don't think I think that's something we say, but I've never seen a 2-inch penis, ever.
Why?
Have you ever seen a 2-inch?
You've seen girls with double A-cup breasts. Why wouldn't you not have a 2-inch dude with a 2-inch penis?
No, the Lord wouldn't do that.
Yes.
The Lord wouldn't do that to any man. You think there's men out here with 2 inches?
Thank you, Cam. Yes. I don't know why you think that is not possible.
But isn't that rare?
Yeah, it's not a lot of people.
Okay, 3-inch.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
But I'm not like you got to have some 10-inch.
I got to Google that.
You're not about to mess my uterus up. No.
Okay, but 2 is too small?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Natalie.
But then there's a too big, too.
Yeah, there's a too big.
Okay. Okay, so wait. So
but there's more to great sex than just the size of your penis, because there's dudes who get but big penises that don't know what to do. They don't know
exactly. That's a fact. Okay, so you got $4 for sex.
No, I'm not. I'm. This is my thought process.
Okay.
Right now, we got on the board for sure is funny.
Okay, $2.
So I got $8 left.
Yep, you got $8
so I can
to make
do
this perfect man. We're gonna circle back to that sex comment, cause
so I can do. Man, this ain't giving me enough. Because I'm either gonna go over, or I'm gonna have a couple dollars left, but nothing to do with it.
All right, just to catch y'all up, so y'all don't have to rewind. We've got $3 good looks, $2 funny. She's already got the funny down. We've got $4 for great sex. We are building our perfect person here. So
you gotta have good looks, because I have to be attracted to you.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you have to be the finest person on earth, but I have to find you attractive.
So that's $3.
So now I got $5 left, right?
Yep, you got $5. Okay. So somebody who you're attracted to.
So I guess we're going to go with...
This is tough, y'all. This is not an easy thing.
I would say... I could do intelligence and rich, but then it's like, honestly, great sex is important. But then that leave me with $1 left that I don't have nothing to do with.
Would you...
Can I get a side nigga with that $1?
Nope.
Why not? I feel like side niggas should cost $1.
No, you don't need that, because you've already got.
But if I don't have the great sex, then I do need the side nigga with my extra $1.
I think you just better take the great sex off the table then. See, this is a test to see what we value in our relationships, in our men, in our what we want.
I'm gonna say great sex.
Wow.
And then I got this dollar left, and I feel like, because here's the thing.
I should have made something else $1.
It's tough. I mean, tall. Yeah, I'm attracted to tall dudes, but you don't have to be. Natalie has this thing where the dude could be all 72 things on Natalie's list, but he not 6'2". He could be 6'1.5", and Natalie gonna pull out her tape measure and be like, I can't do it. I can't do it. He's not 6'2", and it's like, nigga,
that's the
what?
old Natalie. That's the old Natalie. Now you just got to be taller than me, but please be at least 6
so
feet.
I would say taller than me. So that's why I'm like, tall is negotiable.
You're
it's
5'7".
Girl, I'm 5'4".
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Tall is
Damn.
It's negotiable. It's like, yeah, I'm attracted to tall dudes, but
So you could date a dude who's 5'8" and be okay with that.
if he is like everything I like,
Okay. But when you
if
need
you
to be
5'8", you gotta
attracted,
work a little harder.
wouldn't you need to be attracted to the height first before you even see if he's everything you like? Like for me, I'm okay.
No.
Basically what I'm saying is for me, we haven't got to my list yet, but I'm initially going to be attracted to you if you're tall. If you're short, I probably wouldn't even want to give you a chance.
But I'm not attracted to height. That's a plus. I'm gonna look at your face before I'm gonna look at your height. It's not like,
That's
oh,
true.
he's 6'6", he's cute. No, he's 6'6" and he looks like Sam Cassell. It's like, no.
Oh god.
So
You see Sam Cassell.
like,
Okay, wait. So height wasn't on your list?
well, I didn't have enough money. I couldn't afford a tall
do what you
nigga.
gotta
So
do with $10.
that's not, for me, it's not a must. It's a plus. It's like, again, if you're taller than me, I probably wouldn't talk to somebody who's like 5'2".
Right.
But it's
Okay.
not to say that you know, if I can't get that, I ain't got enough money for it, then intelligence, it's not to say that I want a dumb dude by no means, but I mean, if you can make me laugh, I can get past the fact that maybe
Y'all just laughing all day. Y'all just sitting up there just laughing. He ain't smart, but y'all just laughing.
You got smartphones, you got a calculator on your phone if you're not good at math, you know what I mean? You got spell,
There are
autocorrects, you know what I'm saying? And then well dressed, again, that's a plus. It's not a must. There's a lot of well dressed dudes that are F boys. So
you never stop talking to a guy, or you don't see his appearance as a reason that you wouldn't talk to him. So let's say you do see this 6-foot dude who you're attracted to. He looks good in the face, but he's dressing like the 90s. He's got on his baggy clothes and holes in his outfit. You know, he's got a cute face and he's tall, but he's dressing real bummy.
I think it's a difference between you got holes in your clothes and you're just not. So when you say, I guess maybe I misunderstood well dressed. I thought like a dude who can like dress and like put some stuff together and like swag, for lack of a better term.
Just kind of. That's what I mean. Kind of just knows how to dress.
No, because
to match your whatever that is for you. To match your swag.
I'm trying to look, I had to pause and like think of the right words.
You trying to be safe. You trying not to hurt.
No,
somebody?
it's not even that, because this person came at me like, hey, I'm not one of these fashion niggas. If that's what you want, that's not what you're gonna get right here, right?
Okay.
And I love that person more than anybody. So I don't care that like, oh, he's not. I almost like the fact that he's not into labels. Like, I feel like, here's the thing, like being from Detroit, we are very much like, we dress. Detroit niggas gonna put on a whole outfit to go take the garbage out, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
In high school, you had to be from head to toe. I mean, I got on a Versace outfit and Gucci loafers on a Tuesday. Where are you going? You're going to science class, right? And so that's kind of what we grew up around, right? But now when I go back home, I'm so turned off by a lot of dudes that are like gaudy.
Especially
when it's like
when we're older.
Gucci from head to toe. When it's like, I gotta have a label all across the front of my, it's like, I would rather you have on an Old Navy, like something simple. So now I'm almost more attracted to the dude that's not, and mentally like, you're not so caught up on this material thing.
Right.
And he buys black a lot. And I love that. Like, he's going to support like black owned businesses. So it's like, yeah, I could spend, and he had like these slides that were like $80, right? And I didn't think they were $80 slides, but it was a black owned business. Like, you know what? You spend $300 on some Gucci slides that aren't worth that much. You know what I mean? So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Gucci has some nice, like, has some Gucci loafers from high school that lasted for a very long time. You know, the leather, but it's some stuff that's not very. I got a YSL bag that is chipping and I've wore it 4 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some stuff you're just buying the label. So I almost appreciate and I'm attracted to the mindset of like, I want to support black businesses. I'm not tripping off of a label because one, it doesn't make me. Right. The clothes don't make me who I am. The character does, right? And so
come on, Preacher.
That was like one of the first things I gave. Like, hey, listen, I ain't no fashion nigga. I don't dress like
this.
That's
I don't do that. And I don't. So I didn't necessarily mean labels either. Anyway, I just meant knows how to dress, knows how to kind of keep up with you, whatever that is for you. So you know, what I'm saying?
I'm saying. No, because this person doesn't dress like that.
Okay. Like when y'all go out together, or y'all fly together? Like, is that like a turn off and thing, or is it just I accept this person for who they is? I love them now. Like it is what it is.
I think that's cute when you go. I think especially if you're going to like a wedding or some type of event, for sure, like be coordinated,
right?
Color wise and all of that, right? I think that's really cute. My cousin at my cousin's wedding. Shout out to my cousin Ashley. She don't have social media. She's never gonna see this, but her and her husband looked phenomenal at my cousin's wedding. Like amazing. He had on this like powder blue. It was just super cute. Whatever. And that's cute, right? But I think as I get older, it's like, it's fine if we have that and we have the real shit that we need to have in this relationship. Because if we just dress fly and look cute together, I know a couple
at home arguing and shit.
Yeah, y'all matching each other's fly, but
y'all ain't
what
happy.
y'all got going on?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think what's more important are the other things. That's why for me, it's like, that's further down on the list. Now, if you gave me $50, then sure, let's put all these things on there. You know what I mean? But if I got $10 and I got to build this dude from these $10, what's most important to me, the well-dressed part is not. Again, you can't be. I don't want you showing up with like
you ain't
oil
no
on
bum.
your jeans.
Exactly,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Yeah, holes all in your clothes and stuff like that. But if it's about like, what did we used to say before swag? I hate that term. Fresh. What do we? I don't know. Whatever.
Clean.
Yeah.
He clean. Oh, that boy over there clean. Okay.
So, yeah, and then what was the other one? Yeah, rich, well-dressed, tall, intelligent. So yeah, so I got.
Okay, so you got your perfect person for $10. Granted, if you
I got
had
$1
more,
left, so
you got $1 left.
That's still up in the air as to what I can do with that dollar.
You can save that for later. Okay, all right, so cool. That's what yours is. What would mine be?
Natalie spending all her money on tall. Number one, she out of cash right now.
I'm gonna be real. Oh, you know what I forgot to put on the list? Spirituality.
God, I was about to say, I'm surprised I wasn't on here.
Dang, that's important. Okay. I'm gonna go with my number one being intelligence. I love a man that I can learn something from. Are you are you surprised?
Very, because that last dude you was talking to.
Oh man. Why you gotta bring up old stuff?
I was like, Natalie, I think he's
Yeah,
I think he's actually a little.
And he
what's the politically correct term? I don't know.
Can we say slow. That? He was a little bit. But he had a nice heart. Okay. So he really was sweet, but the older I get, I realize I like a man who can teach me something.
Yeah.
If we're in a relationship, important. And I remember
but why intelligence didn't necessarily, with the $10 that I had, because I feel like, and again, I guess it depends on how we're defining intelligence. Because there are some people who, if we're just saying like you're just dumb, right? But there are some people who aren't necessarily book smart or didn't go to school or whatever, but I can still learn from, like, just taking for example the field that I'm in. It's like, not to say that you're dumb, but this person doesn't have to have this super high IQ in order for me to learn from them in this industry that I'm in.
I guess for me, I want street smarts and kind of book smarts a little bit. But what I can learn, like you just said, I can learn from you in any aspect. So you could teach me about, I have a friend right now teaching me something about drums. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't know that, because he tours and everything playing drums with all these artists and stuff. And I was like, yo, that's cool. I didn't know that. So I'll say something to him and he'll be like, wait, I didn't know that. So we're giving and sharing information. And I think that's super attractive. When I was younger, I didn't care about that. But now that I'm older, it's like, what can you teach me? Also having and wanting that man that wants to teach me in a good way. Like, not in a possessive or I told you type of way, but kind of just, all he has to do is speak and I'm learning something from him. So a man that is smart and intelligent and just has wisdom for me is just like number one.
So you got $6 left. What you gonna do?
Directly under that,
she's spending half of that 6 on tall.
You have to be tall. I mean, that sounds super vain, y'all, but I can't do it. Like, I can't 5'5". What am I gonna? I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7.5".
Okay.
So I just, instant attraction, I mean, it sucks to say, but we gotta, and that's the problem. We have to be real with what we want. A lot of times we get into relationships and try to make it work, or, oh, you know what, he's, nice and all these things, but he's 5'6". I'm gonna make it work, when really you not happy with it. And that sounds vain, but really you not happy with this 5'6" dude, but no matter what.
I think it depends on, are you not happy with this 5'6" dude, or did you realize I don't need this 6'4" because this 5'6" dude has all these other things that are important?
I mean, that takes time to try to figure out, but I'm saying people ignore the things that they want in a person as opposed to being real with themselves and what they want. If
Yeah,
I know I
think
want a tall dude, I want a tall dude. Like,
and it's okay with that, but I think it's a difference between settling and being like, I don't need these things.
Right.
I need these things. I would like these things, but if this person has this and I'm feeling him, then I'm okay with it not being
and that's where I'm kind of at now. Like, I always tell myself I wasn't attracted to men who were bald.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why are you like that? Like, this dude is super dope. He's cool. He has all these other things. I'm not going to not talk to you because you're bald.
The funny thing is, I think oftentimes what we say we don't want, I saw this meme, and not to live off memes, it was like you get three people in your life or three loves in your life, and it was like this, and this. And he said the last one is usually not at all what you expected in a sense. And I was the same way. And it's funny because I was on this show, Tangerine, a comedian. She used, I don't know if she still does it. It's called Shoot Your Shot. And on there, I was listening to all these things that I wanted. And it was like abs, a dude that works out, a dude with a crisp hairline, you know, the Nas, bevel blade, all these things, right? And it was somebody who's watching that was not any of the things that I named and was like, yo, this girl just said X, Y, and Z, and I'm not these things, whatever. Like almost not even going to try and shoot his shot to a mutual friend. And again, completely opposite of those things that I listed, but ended up being like everything that I want. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like,
and I get that, and I get that 100%.
And it wasn't, to be clear, it wasn't a settle. It wasn't like all right.
It was like, dang, I didn't know
40,
I wanted
niggas
that.
ain't got hair. It was like, I've been attracted to this nigga.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't have it, I was attracted to him even before he approached me. You know what I mean? So it was like,
so
sometimes these things that it's like, oh, this, and this, and it's like you meet a person
that's not that, and it ends up being exactly what you needed. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen to me because I have that same, or I had a similar list, and it was like no ball,
but I think
don't
it's different.
Smoke.
Yeah, it's different than settling. It would be different if it was like, you know, he's just never there for me when I need him, but at least I can say I got a man. That's something I can't bend on. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like a lot of people do that just to not be lonely or just to be in a relationship. And I think that's why I've been single for so long, because I do have this list and I know that person exists for me. And when it happens, it'll happen. But I agree with that. So with that being said, yes, I would like a tall man. Now, that's not to say that if I meet somebody that's 5'7", you know, we mesh and we click, because at the end of the day, I'm looking for a connection more than anything. Yeah. Like, if I have a bomb-ass connection with you and people are like, I don't know if you're going to get that instantly, it can happen instantly because it's happened before. So, mainly, I'm looking for that. If I have a bomb-ass connection with you and then you have all these things, but you're 5'8", I'm not going to turn that away. But initially attracted to...
But will you give him an opportunity to have a connection with him because you see that he's 5'8"?
Yeah. You know, I would. Ask me that a year ago, probably not. Mm-hmm. But I've done a lot of growth, and it's just like, you know, I think a perfect person, again, exists for you and what you want. Yeah. And so I'm going to go ahead and still going to go with height and intelligence.
All right, so you
only got $2.
You got $3 left.
I got 3? Okay. I'm going to go with...
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I was looking at the 4 for grade 6. So you got $4.
Dang. No, I don't. I have...
You said intelligence and height. That's 6. So you got $4 left.
Oh, good. I got plenty. What? Okay. I'm not concerned about money because that's not a deal breaker for me. You know, a lot of people try to date, you know, beyond their means, or, oh, he got to have this. What you bringing to the table? So I don't necessarily need rich because I'm okay financially. You can't be broke. Like, you can't be, you know, not, and you won't be because you're intelligent. I chose you to be intelligent. So you can't, like, be at home playing video games all day. Mm-hmm. But I don't necessarily need
Niggas be making money on video games, though. They getting paid $150 an hour to stream.
Really?
T Grizzly said he made... I forgot how much it was, but...
No, I don't need rich, because I feel like, you know, if I'm with somebody that makes me happy, you know, I'm making money, or our rich is in our communication and our, you know, time together. So I don't need that. Man, this is I'm gonna go with good looks. That's important to me. I do want to be attracted to you, you know, all the time. Not just, you know, again, a lot of people settle and it's like, oh, he's not that cute, but he has this, and this, and this. No, I need to look at you and be attracted to you every single day. So definitely good looks. And I only have $1
You only got $1 left. You either gonna get a side nigga or you gonna get well dressed.
Dang, that's not a bad. Great sex. Don't need that. And I say that because sex is sex. I think it's gonna be great if I have all these things and I have a deep ass connection with you and you are funny and you cool and you chill, the connection is going to be there sexually anyway. It doesn't have to be like a size, a big size. That's why I was talking earlier. It doesn't have to be like
But
a
I
size.
also think great sex is not just size.
No,
because
it's
there's
not.
Foreplay, right? With great sex, there's the intimacy of it.
But I feel like the intimacy will already be there if we have a bomb ass connection.
Well, the intimacy could be there, yeah.
For me, like if I'm cool with you and we have a good connection and we vibe really well, there's no way the sex is gonna be bad anyway.
But
so I get
what
to
if
cheat on
what
that
if
one.
he has his stroke game is just trash? His penis is 2 inches. He has no stroke game. What if his head is terrible? He don't know how to give it.
You know why it wouldn't matter? Because we're in love.
That's the kind of love I haven't experienced yet, guys. I've experienced love, but
no, I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't matter.
What if he don't give head?
Wait, why wouldn't he? Wait, why wouldn't he? That's crazy.
That head is a part of great sex. What if he don't? He's like, I don't give head. That's just not what I do.
I do have somebody who I know who he's a guy, but he's I want to say his religion says that he can't or something like that.
So are you still okay with what you getting?
Yeah, I don't need that.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I don't need. Is that a requirement for you? You
absolutely.
Like need it?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of men who be like, Some men not. Some men really like enjoy it, but I know some men be like, no, I'm good. No, that's not a requirement for me. It would be nice, but it's not like a deal breaker. It's like, wait, you don't do that? Oh, no, I'm good on you. No, that's not a deal breaker for me.
Oh, I'm good on you.
Really? You would stop talking to somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, grow up.
Because like you said, there's other things other than that, you know, would make the relationship. See, I'm big on intimacy. I'm big on eye contact. You know, look me in my eyes while we watch TV and we sit on the couch.
I was about to say something highly inappropriate. You can look Natalie in her eyes all she wants, but I'm gonna tell you what, for Keysha,
I don't know. I don't place a lot of value in great sex, and that's probably because I haven't really had great sex.
Oh,
I've had good sex, and I'm saying that because I haven't been with enough people to be like, damn, that shit was amazing.
But I don't think it's not about a number of people. I haven't been with a whole lot of people.
Well, meaning I shouldn't say. What I'm saying is I don't know what to compare it to because I haven't been active.
How does it feel for you? Because I mean, great sex to everybody is going to be different.
But what if it could feel better? Let's say it feels great, but what if it could feel better? I don't know because I haven't slept with this person. Like,
but great is still great. If it feels great, it feels great.
No, it's great. But I don't. But I don't know if it's great. I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't know what value I place. Sex for me is at the bottom of my list. Like it's important, but it's not like, you know. And I got $1 left over, so we both got $1 left over. Real quick, you only got $5 now. Go,
girl. Single. I only got $5.
Yeah, I mean you only got $5. I mean that might change something for you.
If I only got $5, then I'm gonna go with funny and.
Funny, okay, so you keep saying funny. Funny is important to you.
I'm gonna go with. Gosh.
This is water, y'all, by the way.
If I only got $5, then I'm gonna go with.
5 seconds.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough for funny and
3,
great sex. So if you're not gonna have great sex, then be rich. So I'm gonna go with funny, rich, and.
I should have made it one more $1.
The only thing I can do is well dressed, which that's the least of my worries.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. You keep saying funny, which means that that's really important to you.
Yes.
Is it weird or a plus or a minus to, because you're funny, let's say this person that you want is also funny. Is that too much in the household? Is it like, how can I explain this? You get what I'm trying to ask?
Yeah, no, not for me. I mean, because I think that, I think the misconception is people think like all day, every day, you just clowning. It's an open all mic. Day. Like, you still gonna have serious conversations in the midst of it. But you are both funny to where you can crack jokes on each other, you can roast each other. This person not offended, you not offended. Okay, it's always gonna be it because as you get older, looks are gonna fade. As you get older, sex is gonna be less and less. All of these things, money can come and go, all these things. But I feel like being funny, like that's a part of your personality. Mm-hmm. So being able to, if I can be around you 24/7 because of your personality, I'm not around you because you're tall. I'm not around you because, you could be around somebody because they're smart.
That needs to be on the list too. But personality.
Yeah, if I can be around you all the time, I want to be around you. It's because you have a great personality, and that to me is what is going to help the relationship to last longer. Because you're going to get to a point where, if you look at old people, right? Because the goal for me is marriage. So if you look at older people, it's like I'm not saying that they're not fucking, but they have conversations. They enjoy this person's company, being around them. So being funny is just one is attractive for me.
Yeah.
So even if you're not funny, even like with comedians, like there's a lot of ugly comedians that get chicks because they funny. And girls feel away because you can make me laugh, right? So one, it makes you even more attractive. It keeps the relationship fun and vibrant. It's always, I don't care, we could be in Target and we're gonna have fun because you're funny.
A funny, playful, so you don't think it ever clashes. It's like, okay.
No, unless you're trying to, and I haven't experienced that, but unless you're trying to like one up this person, unless you have this competition of like, I'm funnier than you, but that's not, I haven't had that.
Yeah, I think that's super dope to have two people that are, because you understand each other more. Like, you know, two actors or two comedians or two doctors. I just feel like y'all understand each other much more and much better. So I was always wondering how that works for you, because you've mentioned it a few times. So I'm like, okay, funny must be a high requirement for you. Could you date a comedian? Could you date an actor? And it sounds like you could. Awesome. Well, I feel like we both have our perfect ideal man.
We got what we can give for $10. I don't know what she's talking about. Perfect.
We got what we can get.
I spent my little $9.
We on a budget. We both had $1 left over. But I always like to do this. And I want to ask myself this again in a year and let's see what happens. But yeah. Is it tea time?
It is absolutely tea time. All right, y'all. So if you're just not tuning in, this is the part of the show where we go to our questions from you guys. You can write in if you have a specific question for one of us, for the group. If you need some advice, from your aunties. If you have a crazy, funny story that we can share. So we have one today from. Oh, this is a little lengthy. I hope we got enough time. Okay. Our niece, because we're gonna keep it anonymous. We're not gonna say your name out here. Hey, Natalie, Chevy, and Keysha. I'm new to the podcast. Hey, girl. Hey. Thanks for joining us, and hope you guys continue with it. My question is this: when you break up but haven't let go, how do you know when to let go or when to spin the block? Especially in a relationship you've gone back to multiple times. I don't want to write a book, but my partner has previously started and stopped a 2-month relationship with someone else immediately after one of our breakups, only to come back to me. I don't know if us somehow ending up together is a good or bad thing anymore. I don't know if it's a meant to be thing or stupidity. We are currently broken up, and I don't know if he has moved on again, but us being over hasn't ever meant over before. Now I'm thinking if he had no problem being with someone else, maybe I should do the same. I'm afraid if I pull a him and move on that it may be truly over. I don't want to risk losing something I've invested so much in when I'm not ready to start all over. But I'm also tired of going in circles with this man. Help. Your niece. I'm not going to say your name. P.S. Sorry for the book. It's
Woo, niece, that's
okay,
a lot.
No worries.
No, niece, that's a lot. That's a lot, but we got you. We got you covered. Wow. So the main question is, and thank you for that. Thank you for that email. It sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in a relationship, off and on, well, not off and on, but keep breaking up. They broke up. Mm-hmm. He went and got with somebody else 2 months after, only to come back to her. First mistake. This seems to me like it's going to be a repetitive, continuous process in this relationship, right? I don't want you to be 50, 60 plus years old and still have to go through this and deal with this. Me personally, I get it. History, love, but something's off and something's going to continue to be off. Something's going to continue to be off. What was the main question? To walk away or what?
How do you know when to let go or spin the block?
It's time to let go.
In a relationship.
It's time to let go.
Because you've gone back to multiple times.
Yep, it's time to let go. That's a tough one because it is probably history there and it's all these things, but spinning the block, what's the point? I when I'm done, and I know people say this all the time, when I'm done, I am done. This is platonic. This is romantic. This is family for the most part. But that maybe once if you want to come back, but coming back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for what? Unless the Lord literally was like, this is the person I have for you. I want to separate y'all to bring y'all back together. You grow separately, and let's come back. But it sounds like this keeps happening over and over and over and over again. So at some point, niece, you got to put your foot down. You have to kind of walk away, honor yourself, and go out there and meet who's for you, in my opinion. Because that's a lot. I mean, I don't know.
I agree with some points. So I think a little more context, because I think it depends on you break up. What did they break up for, and how many times have you? So she said, "I need to come back to me." I don't know.
Stiletto.
I think it depends on what they broke up for, how many times they've broken up. So if this is like literally just a back and forth pattern, it's like
Sounds like
sounds
it, though.
toxic.
Yeah.
Or it sounds like when you guys come back together, what's happening? Like, are y'all having a conversation and really talking about what y'all issues are and actively working on those issues and hashing it out? Or are you just kind of falling back in this place and then never really working on it, so then you kind of fall out of that place? As far as, what did it say? He previously started and stopped a 2-month relationship with someone else immediately after one of our breakups, only to come back to me. That's tough. I mean, again, need a little bit more context because it could be two things. Because it could be one.
Or she should say only for allowing him to come back to me.
But I'm not even placing blame on her because I know plenty of people that broke up and the guy or the girl, whomever, went to somebody else, and you like, oh shit, it's not really popping over here, or I miss this person, right? Because sometimes you can take a person for granted, or sometimes you don't realize it. Yeah, and then so the fact that he then came back, I mean, it could be twofold. It could be, oh, should I realize this is where I want to be, or it could just be this didn't work over here and this is a safe space. So it kind of depends. I think it depends on his actions. Like, what is he showing you? You know what I mean? I think that, and again, I don't know the breakup situation to say if it's on you or on him to, you know, kind of smooth things out or work it over. But so we're currently broken up. I don't know if he's moved on again, but so they're broken up again.
But for me, it's like
over before. Now I'm thinking if he had
it's like that's his safety net, or they're each other's safety net. For how long?
I would say this. I would absolutely say move on, right? But move on doesn't mean that you necessarily have to close the door, right? And again, it depends on what y'all broke up for. I don't know the whole situation, right? So if it's a situation of like, I could still be with this person based on whatever y'all breakup was, then cool. Don't completely close the door, but definitely keep it moving and do you. Here's another crazy part. Is like, that's usually when dudes come back around when you're doing you. You know what I mean? If they know you sitting around waiting for them, then oftentimes it's like, oh, I got her. Cool. But, and I'm not saying to do it to try to get him to come back or do it and try and put it in his face, but absolutely keep your options open. Y'all not together. So if we're not together, if we're not committed in a relationship, you can do you and I can do me. So I'd absolutely say do you. Let's see. How do you know I'm going to spin a block?
And like you said, what are y'all doing in the meantime? Is there therapy? Is there conversations being had? Like, what's happening in the meantime and when we get back together? Like, that's just...
Because then y'all broke up again. So what was that breakup about? So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's that y'all are not really, when y'all come back together, working things out. Because I don't think because you break up once that it has to be over, right? But if y'all come back together and y'all not really focusing on y'all issues and actively working on resolving those issues, then I can see a breakup happening again, right? But if you have done that and then you still break up, then it's kind of like, okay, maybe this just isn't meant to be. Sometimes people are, you a good person, I'm a good person, and we can remain friends. And then without context, I don't know how much effort you put in or how much effort he put in. I would say if you put in effort before, don't do it now. Like, fall back, do you.
Kind of see what happens.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything like it's over. Like, flat out, I'm done with you. And then see if he comes back around. You know what I mean? And then, again, have that conversation. Know what you want, know what you don't want, what you're willing to put up with and accept and what you're not, so that you don't fall back into that space. But, yeah,
that's good. I think that's great.
I definitely say don't go in circles. Don't go in circles for sure.
She's trying to figure out if she should spin a block or dip.
And that's another thing. It's like, is he coming back around? Because for her to be questioning like, should I spin the block? Like, is he asking for another chance, or are you like, we broke up and now should I try to get back with him? You know what I mean?
Right,
like, it kind of. I think it kind of depends. But I also say just fill it out. I mean, you know your situation. If this dude is not putting forth effort, then. No. If he not showing you nothing with his actions.
I don't know, sis. No. I say run. And
right also, now. How old are you? I wonder that too.
Run, sis, run. All right, yeah. Keysha E. That's it. That's great. I hope that helps. Hope that helps to our niece. Go ahead and send in emails. What's the email address?
Our email is somebody's auntie.
Send those emails.
That's what I mean, BODYSAUNTEA@gmail.com. So make sure y'all send us an email. That we can address on the next podcast. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Also follow us on Instagram, somebody's_auntie. That's it. That's all.
That's it, y'all. We'll see y'all later. Peace.